We got some big news coming from the morning run. Starting Monday,
Yeah.
morning run is 5 days a week next week, all the way
Yes,
through
sir.
camp and beyond. So you're going to not only get us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we throw it into Tuesday and Thursdays. And when there's pressers, you're going to get those live. And when there's not pressers, you're going to get post practice interviews from players and coaches live. No better place to be than the morning run. Starting next week, 5 days a week.
J Mac from Syracuse, New York, man, came all the way out to see my Colorado Buffs.
What channel do you watch that brought you out here?
The pregame show.
Never watched the college game till last season when Coach Prime came to Colorado. And I am in Colorado at Folsom Field. I am the Colorado Buffaloes auntie from Texas. Sweet treat.
Hey, I've been following the pregame show. It's all about let's go Buffs.
Away from Texas, yes sir. Watch you every single day. Nobody lays it down like Uncle Neely and the pregame show.
Neely, pregame show behind the scenes for everything. And why does he get that kind of access? Why does he get that kind of access? Because trust is involved. You would never get the kind of access you desire unless there's trust and relationship. You're trying to put you up on game.
Coach Pat Sherman right there. Here we go. The electric Drelon Miller.
What's up, man? Hey, Joe. Nice to see you again. Tell us about your confidence level coming into year two after being able to get into some games last year and start making some plays late in the year.
My confidence level is rocking high to the roof right now. Just being able to build that ball with my quarterbacks, the receivers, the O-line, the running backs, tight ends. I feel like I can be more confident going through the season.
Adam, going?
Yeah, obviously you've got a deep receivers room. How has that competition looked compared to last year when you had four guys that are now with NFL teams?
I just say just the level of experience. Just having four seniors in the room last year compared to now we got two seniors, I believe. So just every spot is open, as coaches say. We just out there competing, get each other better. Learning our playbook together.
Ryan, go ahead. What are you going to have to do to earn that number one jersey?
Our coach always say, control what you can control. That's what Coach Brown saying. Hopefully I get it for the season, but I'm just keep working towards it. Just knowing me, that's it.
Yeah, go ahead.
A couple practices in, just how's your chemistry kind of growing with Juju and Hayden?
I feel like we got a good chemistry going on. We see little things, we talk about it, on the sideline after the play is over. Just building that bond and getting better, getting reps, more reps and getting that chemistry going.
Good.
With that turnover of a lot of starters moving around in this offense, how has it affected your guys' flow and teamwork together in making this offense run?
I feel like it's football. We know it's gonna happen at the end of the day. It's the train. Just got to keep on moving what we got in the room. I feel like we added some great pieces to our room over the whole offense. Most definitely, I feel like we're building good.
Scott, go ahead.
Drelon, what would you say to some people who, see four receivers get drafted and think like Colorado lost all these dogs in the receiver room? Like, how would you describe the talent that's still available in y'all room?
It's the media, gonna be the media. They see us lose the four great receivers we had. They think we don't got none, but I can swing that. We'll see it all. So that's it.
Go ahead.
Drelon, talk to us about your relationship now a year into it with your position coaches, Coach Phillips and Coach Rashad, and what you've built with them.
I feel like just the difference from last year and this year, just earning that leader role from them. Not them just giving me the title, but everybody else in the room just giving me the respect to look at me as a leader in the room and like a little bit now, I would say. So just continue to earn that knowledge from them and just pass it on to guys who recruit them.
John, you know this year too. DJ was talking the other day, and he was the new guy last year, but he said that most of the new guys who came in maybe had a better idea of what was expected of them because of the year that you guys had last season. Did you sense that at all?
Most definitely. Just with the transfers coming, I feel like they have a lot of experience, especially in our role with Sincere and having a little experience they already played and been through. Just even them passing the knowledge from another school, just to us in our receiver room, that helps a lot.
How much confidence did you take out of Pro Day and the fact that you were selected for that?
That was a big confidence. Just from this fall camp last year, this year's fall camp, I feel like my confidence is to the roof. And it's just a little thing, retention of detail that I just put my head to it and I can do it.
last year you had kind of a versatile role as a receiver. Should fans expect that again this year, or should fans expect you to be kind of a more traditional pure receiver?
I never want to get limited to what I can do on the field. So I say, definitely still be versatile and just having that role that I have every year and just line down that plays.
What if you could take us in the huddle with Juju a little bit? You know, the young man's only 17, but does he have that command of the huddle and that poise you'd want to see out of a potential starting quarterback?
Most definitely, even when any other quarterbacks, when Juju lock in, listen to him, listen to what he has to say, he commands us well. I feel like he's on the right track to be a good starting quarterback.
Two more, Brian.
I want to ask you about the secondary. You lost three pretty big names, pretty good players back there in the secondary, but you're going against those guys every day. Can you talk about what's back there? It's still the same type of challenge.
Most definitely. Like I tell them, iron sharpens iron. We give them our best every day. They give us our best. And that's what we want. That's why we come to Colorado. We know they're going to recruit the best DBs and best receivers in the country. So that's why we're here. We're here to compete and get better this year.
Who's impressed you specifically?
I most definitely say DJ, Preston, Tafiq, RJ, all the secondary we have right now. I go against all of them, so they just push me to my limit every day. Like I said, iron sharpens iron. So.
Go ahead, Charlie.
Drelon, you mentioned before the Alamo Bowl last year that you got pretty close with Omarion during the season. What's it like to see him back on the field this year, and just kind of how impactful do you feel like he could be this upcoming season?
I'm excited. Our biggest thing, for him just staying healthy. I know what he can do when he's healthy, and I'm just grateful and I'm excited for it.
Anything else for Drelon?
Through as many practices you've been through so far, who's someone maybe unexpected that stood out to you?
Oh, I got two. I say DK. DT, the running back and Hakeem and Sincere, of course. They coming in, learning the playbook as fast as they did. I feel like they're on the right track, and they're going to be a big help to our offense this year.
Thanks, Drelon.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Drelon. Thank you.
Got one more.
Yeah. Also, we saw Drelon Miller take in front of the media today. He had some great things to say. A young guy who really just evolved last season and should have a good campaign this season. We talked about Drelon Miller and Omarion Miller. What is to expect from both of those guys this season?
Man, what I am seeing, let me start with Omarion first. What I am seeing at practice with DJ McKinney and Omarion Miller, this conference, man, get ready. Because they are battling. It looks like Prime and Rice out there, at practice. Like they are going at it. One make it the best of one, the other rep, and then the other one gets it right back. So that whole iron sharpen iron that Drelon was talking about. So I'm looking forward to the emergence of Omarion Miller post injury, because you remember that big game he had where Michael Irvin ran over to him as a freshman and he was on top of the world and the injury happened. I'm really looking forward to when he bounces back and people. Well, I'm sorry, he has bounced back. I'm looking forward to people seeing it.
Yeah, he made a beautiful catch against DJ McKinney in the end zone for a touchdown. Man, was able to kind of fend him off with one hand and catch the ball with the other one. Unbelievable catch from the big fella.
And 2 plays later, DJ got a pick.
Exactly. So, iron sharpens iron. And you're going to see those two guys go at it. Let me tell you guys something. If you get beat in one-on-ones, it doesn't mean that you can't play. And if you if a DB locks you up in one-on-ones, doesn't mean you can't run a route. That's what happens. That's what you want to see, that competition. And that's why you see those two guys going up against each other. 2 starters, one-on-one, mano-a-mano. I love to see it, man. Great job by Omarion Miller.
And Chico Dukes, let me say this, because it look like we got about 5 left in this show. I don't know if it's been stated yet. We got some big news coming from the morning run. Starting Monday.
Yeah.
Morning run is 5 days a week next week, all the way through camp and beyond. So you're going to not only get us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we throw it into Tuesday and Thursdays. And when there's pressers, you're going to get those live. And when there's not pressers, you're going to get post-practice interviews from players and coaches live. No better place to be than the morning run. Starting next week, 5 days a week.
Put a 5 in the chat right now for those 5 days a week, baby, of exclusive in-depth
Chico,
content.
if you had your dreads down, I would ask you to do the Booker T with the 5 sign. 5 sign. 5 sign. Then hit that spinner Rooney. Sucker!
Can you dig it, sucker? It was so funny to me, man. Like I knew it from the get-go when they came out with the Harlem Heat. I was like, hold up. These brothers ain't from no damn New York. They ain't from no Harlem talking like that. Then I see the documentary and they from South Park, Texas. I said, okay, that makes more sense right there.
Absolutely.
Hey, but you know what? At least they was real brothers, right?
They was real brothers. They looked like they could be from Harlem. But once they opened their mouth up, you like, hold up.
Man, did you know Ole Anderson and Arn Anderson were not related?
I did know that.
Oh, hell no.
The Minnesota, no, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew are not related.
Wow.
Up in the morning, about to do your thing, start your day. Open up your closet, pull out your dresser. Do you ever just look around and say, all right, damn, there's enough white tees. I don't need no more.
No, this is brand new. I just put it on.
That's right.
No.
Where y'all from?
We up from Miami, Florida.
We're from Miami.
All the way from Miami.
Appreciate y'all coming, man.
Hey, man, we love what you guys are doing, man. We want to support you in every way.
Appreciate your family.
And we're recruiting at home. Everything we see at home, we bring it this way.
My man.
You
gotta believe. Dude, we've been believing since day one,
That's why I
dog.
gave them to
Remember
you.
back in Jackson State? We've been believing with you in the pregame show.